Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hi from California. Today we're talking about 100 most common English words. If you're interested in learning words that make up 50% of all written English, please continue watching this video. And now we're gonna go through those words. I'm gonna give you examples, I'm gonna give you context, because the best way to memorize a word is to see it in the context. So let's go. Now number one, time. What time is it right now?
What time is it now?
Word number two, person. I am a person.
I am a person.
3, year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Way. Can you tell me the way to the city center?
And then you can tell me what to do. But right now it is the other way around.
Day. What day is it today? It's Friday.
What day is today? Friday.
Thing. What is this thing? This is a planner. Man. A boy grew up and became a real man.
Isn't a real man.
World. The world is mine. Or just the world, the planet where we live.
The world is mine.
Life. It's such a wonderful life.
Never give up, it's such a wonderful life.
Hand. Give me a hand.
Give me your hand.
Part. America is a part of the world.
In any part of the world.
Child. She's recently had a child.
Child.
Eye. This is your eye.
You close your eyes.
Woman. I'm a woman.
Shut up, Paul! You are a man and I am a woman.
Place. This is the most beautiful place in the world. By the way, I think San Francisco is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Week. A week is 7 days.
Weeks.
Case. He defended his case in court.
Case closed.
Point. What's the point in traveling so far? Or sometimes the point can be a dot. Government. Government are people who rule the country.
Government.
Company. I run my own company.
What is my company?
Number. What is your favorite number?
And you get my favorite number.
By the way, my favorite number is 13 because I was born on the 13th of March. Group. I recently joined a singing group.
Picture! Group picture!
Problem. What is your problem?
What is your problem, man? What are you doing?
Fact. Fact is something you know for sure. I am in San Francisco. This is a fact.
In theory, this is a fact.
Now we are moving into verbs, and verbs means action. The first verb is be.
Be.
Have. I have a beautiful shirt.
I have no idea.
Do. I like to do videos on YouTube.
Do.
Say. I like to say things about English language.
What you say?
Get. Can I get that coffee, please? Make. How do you make a cake yourself at home?
Make them drop.
Go. Let's go for a walk.
Let's go. Let's go.
No. I know you. And you know that I'm Marina. Take. Let me take that. Something when you want to help somebody in the street. Let me take that.
And let me take this.
See. I see you. You see me.
I see you.
Come. Come and visit me tomorrow.
Come with me.
Think. I think this video is super useful. Look. Look at me and memorize what I'm saying.
Look at me.
Want. I want to go to Canada. Give. I love to give presents.
Give me that.
Use. Can I use your cell phone? Find. I'm so glad I found you.
So I find you.
Tell. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Ask. Can I ask you something? Work. I work every day from 9 to 6. It's typical office day, 9 to 6. Work from 9 to 6.
Usually my work is...
Seem. You remember the song, right? Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
This is when something looks like something, but it's not. Feel. I feel you guys. I feel your pain of learning English language.
Feel.
Try. I love to try different things. I love to try ballet, I love to try yoga, I love to try piano, I love to try singing. I love to try things. Leave. Don't leave me. Stay on this channel, stay in this video. Don't leave. Don't switch off your computer. Call. Can you call me, please? Hello.
Call me.
The next category is adjectives, and adjectives help you describe something. Good. Have a good day.
Okay, have a good day.
New. I just got a new sticker on my phone to hold my cards. First. What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? First.
What's the first rule?
Last. What is the last thing you do before you go to bed? Long. How long is an hour? 1 hour is 60 minutes.
The long, 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 long way.
Great. Have a great day. Great, amazing, beautiful. Little. I'm sorry, I'm a little late. Little. Own. I like to own cars instead of renting them. So I like to have my own car instead of going to a rental company every day asking for a car. Other. YouTube is my hobby. My other hobbies include fitness, yoga, and hiking.
Other story.
Old. How old are you? I am 27 years old.
How old are you?
27.
Right. To the right. To the left. Big. The world is so big.
Oh, it's a big world.
High. Tall. Very high. Different. English and German are different languages. They are not the same. Small. Hamsters, you know those small animals? Are really small. Hamsters, mice, really small. Colibri birds are the smallest.
Small talk, small talk, small talk.
Large. This shirt is a little too large, which means it doesn't really fit. It's a loose fit and it's large. Next. So, what's next?
What next?
Early. I don't like waking up early. I wake up at around 10 a.m. every morning. I love to sleep, honestly. Young. She's very young. She's just 14 years old.
She is a lovely young lady.
Important. This is an important video because during this video you learn 100 most used English words. Few. I have a few good friends, which means I have some good friends.
I know a few moves.
Public. I love public speaking. I love talking to people. Some people are afraid of public speaking. Bad. I don't think being shy is bad. Bad is the opposite of good. What is good and what is bad?
You are bad at math.
Same. I'm not the same as I used to be in 2016. I've changed a lot. Able. I am able to speak English. Are you able to speak English? I think you are now. Okay, let's go to the next category, prepositions. To. Let's go to London.
Go back to London.
Off. Do you remember the song Piece of Me by Britney Spears?
You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me?
In. I am in San Francisco. For. What would you like to get for your birthday? On. I'm sitting on a couch. With. I'm recording this video with a new Sony camera.
With?
At. I should finish at around 9 p.m. By. Come by anytime you want. I'm waiting for you. From. From the bottom of my heart.
From Russia's love.
Up. Wake up and get your things done.
Up.
About. What are you talking about?
What you talking about?
Into. I'm into you means I love you. I fancy you. You're amazing. I'm into you. Over. This video is not over yet. We're still going. There are about 27 words to go and then you're done. Then you know 50% of the English language. After. I think it's too late to come after 9 p.m. Try to come earlier.
After what?
After.
And now I will just go through the parts of speech that are left, and they belong to different parts of speech. So let me just mention those to you. The, and, a, that, I, it, not, he, as, you, this, but, his, they, her, she, or, an, will, my, one, all, would, their. And the last word is there. If you have been watching attentively, you might have noticed that I've named a little more than 100 words, and I actually named 114. That's why, because I wanted to include more nouns. This is 50% of all written English, and I congratulate you on reaching this milestone. Now you know 50% of all written English. Let me know, guys, if there were words that you didn't know. Let me know if you enjoyed this video by hitting like and subscribing to this channel. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna give you top 50 English phrases that you can use in your everyday life. So if you are just about to embark on a journey to an English-speaking country, you can totally use these phrases. If you have been learning English for a while and you want to resume learning, this is the best video to start with. So let's go, 50 phrases in English. How's it going?
How's it going?
So you meet someone and you tell him, how is it going? Phrase number 2, when you haven't seen somebody for a while, you tell him, long time no see. So that means that you haven't seen this person, maybe weeks or months. Long time no see. Phrase number 3, if you want to ask him, what have you been doing? You ask, what have you been up to? So what was going on in your life? What have you been up to? Phrase number 4, if everything is going well, you can just answer, can't complain. Everything is pretty cool. Can't complain. Next phrase, somebody tells you something and you haven't really mentioned it in the conversation, like they guess somehow that you have a new job, and you ask him, how do you know? Where did you get the news? Like, how do you know? If somebody tells a cool joke, you can tell, that's a good one. That's a great joke. So the phrase is, that's a good one. If you want to thank somebody, you can say, it's very kind of you. Thank you so much for doing that.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
It is very kind of you. If somebody was trying to help you but couldn't reach the result, you can say thank you anyway. It doesn't matter, but thank you anyway. Thank you for your effort.
No, thank you anyway.
And another phrase that I use in my emails, sometimes when I have an ask for a person, I ask and then I say in the end, thank you in advance. Which means that I really hope that you're gonna do it, so I'm thanking you in advance. Thank you in advance. If somebody made a mistake and he's really upset about it, you can just say, no worries.
No worries.
No worries, which means don't worry about it, it's fine. No worries. Imagine you came home and there are all of your friends sitting on your couch and you're like, what's going on in here? Like, what are you doing here? What is going on? If you didn't catch something or didn't understand the person, you can always ask, did I get you right? And then go ahead and explain what you got. Did I get you right? If you ask somebody not to be upset, not to cry, you can say, don't take it too hard.
Don't take it to heart.
Like seriously, don't be so upset. Don't take it too hard. Another way to ask if you didn't catch a part of a phrase, you can say, I didn't catch the last word. I'm sorry, can you repeat it? Because I didn't catch the last word. If you want somebody to repeat the whole phrase again, you can say, sorry, I wasn't listening. Because maybe you were busy, maybe you were talking on the phone and somebody was talking to you and you're like, oh my God, sorry, I wasn't listening. Can you repeat it?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Another phrase that I use all the time, it doesn't matter. Like, don't worry, if you drop your coffee all over me, it's like, it doesn't matter, I'll be fine. I'm going to laundry anyway. It doesn't matter. If you want to wish somebody luck, and I always do that, you can say fingers crossed. And you cross the fingers like that. Fingers crossed. Another phrase that Americans use is, oh, that explains it. And the situation is you didn't get something and then you get an extra fact and you get it and you're like, oh, that explains it.
Well, that explains it.
Another way to tell a person to not be upset is you can say, things happen. Like, it's okay, things happen, do not be upset. If you don't know the name of a person and you want to talk to him, you can say, sorry to bother you. You know, you see somebody's busy, you can always say, sorry to bother you, and then you can go ahead and ask, sorry to bother you.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you.
If you're in the middle of something and somebody's asking you to do something, you say, I'm sorry, I'll be with you in a minute. I'll be with you in a minute. And then you resume doing something and you say, where were we? Like, when did we stop? Where were we? And you have to repeat it because what is the sound that some people mistake with be. So this is a great way to practice. Where were we? Again, if you're in the middle of a conversation and you didn't get what the other person was saying, you can say, you were saying, and with a question mark, which prompts the person to repeat once again. You were saying. If somebody got a job of his dreams or whatever, you can say, lucky you. Or somebody got into the university of their dreams, you're like, lucky you. This is a way of congratulating a person, lucky you. Or like, just emphasizing that he's lucky you. Another way to say that you're really angry is to say, I freaked out. Like, I was so angry, I freaked out. This is super angry. This is like almost crazy. I freaked out.
I am freaking out!
Another phrase that native speakers use is good for you, and this could be both positive and negative. When you say I got promoted, they say good for you, like congratulations. And sometimes if you say like I'm leaving this place, they're like good for you. It will be better without you, and this is a negative meaning, so really listen to the intonation. If something surprises you, you can also say you gotta be kidding me. Like, oh my god, I cannot believe it. You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me.
To tell somebody to smile and to be happy, you can always say cheer up, cheer up. If you want somebody to stop like crying and complaining about something that is not happening, you can say, come on, you can do it.
Come on, Tori, you can do it.
Like, come on, you can do it. You can pass the TOEFL. You can pass the GMAT. You will get it. Come on, you can do it. If somebody is doing really well, you can tell them, keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work.
Like, be as good as you are. Keep up the good work. Continue being great. Another phrase is colloquial, and this is what Americans say, that's lit, which means that's amazing.
Well lit!
Many Americans say it in California, oh, that's lit, and you probably heard it in songs. That's lit. If somebody is successful after failures, you can say, there you go, I told you you're gonna make it. There you go. If somebody's asking you if you're tired and you want to say you're not tired at all, you can say not a bit. I want to continue. I'm not tired, not a bit. When somebody is asking you, are you sure, and you're pretty sure, you can say there is no room for doubt. There is no room for doubt. In America, if you want to SMS somebody or send them a message, you say text to text. So I'll text you means I will send you a message through WhatsApp or Telegram or Messenger, whatever you're using. I'll text you.
Just text me or I'll text you.
Again, to cheer somebody up, to tell them to not be upset, you can say it's not worth it. Like, why are you crying? It's not worth it. You're so much better than the problem you're crying about. It's not worth your tears. It's not worth it. I personally love the phrase you rock, which means you're amazing. Oh my god, you rock.
No, you rock. No.
You've done an amazing job, you rock. If somebody's not working really well and you want them to work harder, you can say you should go an extra mile, which means like work harder. You should go an extra mile. Another way to say the very same thing, you can say step up your game. Like work harder, work better, step up your game. If somebody's crying and doesn't want to do things, you say pull yourself together. Like literally take yourself and pull yourself together. Stop working, stop crying, pull yourself together.
Hey, calm down. Pull yourself together.
Another phrase that I love, you sold me. Because sometimes people describe their trip or somebody they bought and they describe it as so well and they're like, I want to buy the same thing. And I tell them, you sold it, you sold me, I want to buy this.
All right, you sold me.
If you're not interested in the conversation, you're like sitting, you can say, I could not care less. This is so boring, I'm not interested, I couldn't care less. If somebody's asking you something and this is a really easy decision for you, like somebody tells you, take my $1 million. And you say, this is a no-brainer, I'll take it. This is a no-brainer means it's a really easy decision for you. If you've done something wrong and you admit it, you can say, I screwed up. Yes, guys, I know, I'm sorry, I screwed up. This is my mistake. I screwed up.
I screwed it up.
If you want somebody to work instead of you, you can say, can you cover me? Like, can you work instead of me while I'm, I don't know, seeing my friend? Can you cover me? It's time to leave, and guys, I'd better be going, which means I should go already. It's, you know, it's actually 9 p.m. right now. I'd better be going. Another way to say goodbye, I can say take care, which means take care of yourself. I'll see you later.
Take care.
I don't know what day is it when you're watching this video, but if it's Friday, for example, weekend, you can say, thank heavens it's Friday, or thank heavens it's Saturday, weekend is coming, I'm so happy. This was it, guys, 50 phrases in English. Let me know if this was helpful by liking this video and commenting below if you know any more cool phrases. That would be great. There's a red button over there somewhere. Subscribe to this channel to not miss my new videos. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today is a very important video because we will teach you 12 tenses in English in 15 minutes. And 12 tenses is all you have in English. So take your exercise books, get ready to write things down because this video is really important. Let's do it. I am here with Benia today, and Benia is a professional English language teacher, accredited and really top level. So you're gonna get the best information today.
Very important information to share.
A lot of people think that 12 tenses is too much, but if you look at them in a logical way, it's actually really simple because you have present, past, future, and then you have different tenses on top. You have simple, you have continuous or progressive, you have perfect, and you have perfect continuous. But let me start with the simplest tense ever. You all use it when you talk about actions that always happen or never happen.
Everyday people do everyday things.
Basically habits or like routine, things that repeat, basically regular activities.
And I go to school every day. That's an example. He doesn't eat honey because he's allergic. So you can form this tense just by putting the verb in the first form. If you're talking about he, she, or it, you add s in the end.
He goes.
He goes to school. She sings every day. And we're talking about actions that happen either every day or usually or always. So these words, when you see them, they're gonna help you recognize the tense.
Yes. So basically all adverbs of frequency that you use, those are gonna go with your simple present. Always, never, regularly, often, never. Did I say never twice?
Maybe.
Maybe. Seldom. All of those basically frequency adverbs that we use.
And if you want to talk about action that never happens, the way you form the sentence is you add doesn't or don't. He doesn't eat, he doesn't go, I don't, etc.
Or you can just say never. I never brush my teeth in the morning. I never drink coffee at night. I never eat honey. You can also use never instead of that.
Never say never again.
Okay, the next one is past simple. And past simple is actually very simple. Wow, that was funny. Basically, you just talk about a single event that just happened in the past, and that's it. It does have a bit of specificity to it when you talk about certain things in the past using simple past, because that's the tense that requires the most details about the event that happened. So you're gonna say, I went to the movies. People are gonna expect more details when you say it like that. Like when, where, what movie did you see, with whom?
Answer my question.
Think of it as just a tense that you use to describe very simple, very, just easy past events, but keep in mind that people might inquire about some details of that event.
Can you give me the details? It's important.
So to form simple past, you're gonna want your verb to be in the second form, which is called a simple past form, or past simple form, however you like it. And basically, if it's a regular verb, you're gonna add ed, and if it's irregular verb, you're gonna use the second form.
And you have to learn them.
Conjugate the verb.
And if you want to talk about an action that didn't happen, you add didn't. He didn't go there. She didn't do that.
But she didn't do anything.
And this is basically it. So when you have didn't, your verb is in the first form. Okay. Simplest future tense that is really easy to form because you add will and then the verb in the first form. But you use this tense when you have a spontaneous decision. For example, you sit in a restaurant and the waiter brings the check and you're like, I'll pay.
I'll pay.
So this is a spontaneous decision. Or maybe you talk about actions in the future that you're not sure about yet, but you're planning. I will go to France in 2 months. I don't have the plane tickets yet, but we talked in our family and we decided that we're gonna take this trip. So I will go to France in 2 months.
There's a maybe there. Maybe I'll go to France. If you want to say maybe, if it just rolls off your tongue, that's probably simple future for you.
Let me say, maybe.
Let's go on to progressive tenses, and progressive tenses describe actions that were in progress. So we talk about longer actions.
And action!
The way you recognize this tense is by ing ending of the verb. Let's talk about simple progressive. I am recording this video. This is a present progressive tense that talks about an action that is happening right now. I'm making this video for you guys. We're sitting here together with Venia.
And the way to form that is your be form, so either am, is, or are, and your verb with an ing ending. We are filming. Are would be the be form, and then filming, verb plus ing.
In filming a movie here.
And another way to use this tense is to talk about events that are going to happen in the future and you're 100% sure. I'm going to Korea in a week because I've already booked my flight, I've already booked my hotel. There's like 99.9% chance that I'm going there. You can use present progressive to talk about events that are going to happen in the future.
Sounds fun.
It is fun. Will be in the future.
There are quite a few tenses that you can use to talk about different types of future. It's just a little more, it's a deeper level of complexity for sure, and we won't be able to cover it in this video. But guys, there's an announcement that we would like to make.
Attention, please.
We are starting a course, an online course together on English tenses. Everything you need to know about English tenses in all details.
Because Vinny is he's like a tenses pro. So we're talking about this 12 tenses, but you're already noticing that one tense can be used in different circumstances. And in order to understand it, you just need to dive deep into English language tenses. So the link will be below. Please sign up and we'll see you during the course. And now let's continue with future progressive. And future progressive tense is used to describe events that are gonna happen for a long time in the future. I will be swimming hopefully in the Pacific Ocean in a couple of hours because we're in LA and it's really hot today. So I am describing an action that is going to happen for maybe like an hour or 2 hours, and I'm specifically concentrated on its duration. So I want to emphasize it's going to be a long action. So again, I use will and the ing form of the verb.
We'll be making the first turn in a few minutes.
And past progressive. Past progressive has the same idea, it's the same kind of function. You want to show an action that lasted for a long time in the past. Usually we use past progressive when we have two different events happening in the past. One starts and goes for a while, and then the other one interrupts it. That's the most popular way to use past progressive. So for example, I was showering when somebody rang the doorbell. So basically, shower took me quite a bit of time before somebody rang the doorbell. So that my long action got interrupted by a shorter one. So that would be the most popular way to use past progressive.
You came into my apartment last night while I was sleeping?
Okay, now we're moving to a group of tenses that is called perfect. And I'm gonna talk about present perfect.
Perfect!
I love what you said in one of the videos that we did together for this channel. Some people think that present perfect is a past tense, but it's actually not. It's present because it emphasizes the result of an action. I have showered this morning and I'm feeling fresh and clean. and I am concentrating on the result. I'm not concentrating on an action. It doesn't really matter if I took a shower at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or if it was a bath. I'm just concentrating on the fact that I'm clean, and the way I'm emphasizing this action is just talking about the events that I've done to get this result.
I've seen 3 movies in my life.
So, this is a very important thing. I just realized it after speaking English for like 20 years, and thank you so much for that. The words that point at perfect tenses are ever, never, since, already, yet. I have never been to Korea. I am concentrating on the result, and this is a present result. I have never visited this country.
Never been to a place like this.
Yeah, so basically the perfect tenses, they are not what they seem to be. So if you say, I have eaten, it doesn't really mean the actual event of consuming food, right? That would be your simple past. I have eaten has like kind of a subliminal message that says, I'm not hungry. That's basically when you say I've eaten to a native speaker, all they hear is I'm not hungry right now. Think about it like that.
I have eaten some mushrooms.
And the way we form this tense, we use the verb to have and our verb in the third form. So if it's a regular verb, we just add ed in the end. If it's an irregular verb, we just need to learn that.
4,000 irregular verbs.
So what I like about the perfect tense is that they all have the same set of tools and they just shift through space and time basically. So think about present perfect right now. Take that function and drag it to the past. And that's exactly what you're gonna get. Past perfect has a second street name. We call it past of the past. So when you have 2 events in the past and one of them was completed before the other one started, the first one obviously is gonna get past perfect, past of the past. Or it doesn't have to be a second action. It could be just some timestamp in the past. Let's say, this time yesterday, I had already eaten breakfast. So I'm just saying that yesterday at this exact time, I wasn't hungry.
Or you can say by a certain point of time in the past, like by July, I had already visited 12 countries, for example. So I'm concentrating on a result that was complete by a certain point of time in the past. Same thing with the future perfect. I will have been to Korea by September. So in September 2018, I can sit down and say that, yeah, I have this result, I have been to Korea. But because we're in August right now, I will have been by September. So again, by a certain point in the future, I will have some particular result.
So basically, when you want to talk about the results that you don't have yet, that's the one that you use.
But you know a certain point in the future when you're gonna have that result.
Of course, yeah.
Perfect.
There are certain moments in time.
And the last set of tenses. You see, it's really easy when you have this mathematical structure, when you have this table in your head and on the screen as well. So we're going to the last column, which is perfect continuous.
Or perfect progressive.
Or perfect progressive.
How you want
whatever
to call
you call it.
These are the easiest ones. Congratulations. So basically the main goal of those is to summarize time spent doing something, if it's either in the present, past, or future. So let's say you're doing some kind of activity and it lasted for a while, right? And you're so proud of yourself that you just want to take a moment and be like, look, today is my anniversary. Today I have been learning English for 9 years, right? You're just so proud that you really want to emphasize time spent on that particular activity. And today's the day, right? That's present progressive.
I have been waiting for this for a long time.
Past progressive is exactly the same, but today's my 9th year anniversary. But this time last year was my 8th year anniversary. So I want to say, look, remember this time last year? I had been learning English for 8 years only. So naive, so little, so young, right? Same thing, just at a different point in time.
Had you been drinking?
And then we just drag it to the future, same thing, right? So by, let's say this time next year, I will have been learning English for 10 years. So basically you're kind of like pausing your event for a little bit and taking this moment to like just take in and congratulate yourself on the time spent doing a certain activity, if it's, you know, present, past, or future. And the way to structure that is pretty simple. So present perfect progressive, you're gonna say, I have been learning. So it's gonna be have been and your verb with ing added to it. For the past progressive, it stays pretty much the same. You just have to change have to had to indicate the past. And for the future, it's the same as present. You just add will in front of it. I will have been learning to indicate the future.
In our course, we're gonna dedicate the whole lecture for every single tense that we just described. And we're gonna go into more details, into more examples. We're gonna give you homework so you could work on it. Because for me, when we're talking about grammar, practice is everything. Like when I don't know how to use the tense, what I do like 100 exercises, and then it's just me. I don't have to think about it. It's somewhere in my brain all the time. So this is what we're gonna do on the course, do a lot of exercises, a lot of practice, a lot of explanations. So if you are interested in learning English language tenses and becoming perfect in your English, so we will see you during that course. The link is below. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please hit subscribe. There's a red button below, and like this video if this content was useful. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you've learned something. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.